Gentlemen, if you're going to bed at night without drinking this one specific beverage, you're missing out on one of the simplest, most effective ways to wake up with stronger morning erections, better blood flow, and the kind of vitality that makes you feel decades younger. Most men never hear this. They think bedtime drinks are either sleep aids or indulgences, that what you consume before bed doesn't really affect your overnight vascular function or your morning strength. But here's the truth. There's a drink you can prepare in under 2 minutes, consume 30 to 60 minutes before bed, that supports nitric oxide production while you sleep, improves circulation to your pelvic region, reduces inflammation, and primes your body for the kind of automatic nighttime erections that keep your erectile tissue healthy and functional. Stay with me. Because this isn't some exotic potion or expensive supplement shake. This is a simple combination of ingredients you probably already have in your kitchen, and when you drink it every night for 14 to 21 days, you're going to notice measurable improvements in morning strength, energy levels, and overall vascular health. Don't skip ahead. I'm going to walk you through exactly what this drink is, why it works on a physiological level, how to prepare it correctly, when to drink it, and the mistakes that sabotage results for men who try this without proper guidance. My name is Dr. Rachel Ross. I'm a board-certified family medicine physician, and for over a decade I've been working with men over 50 who are dealing with weak erections, poor circulation, low energy, and the frustration of feeling like their bodies are shutting down. And one of the most powerful yet overlooked interventions I recommend is strategic nutrient timing, specifically consuming circulation-supporting compounds before bed to maximize overnight vascular repair and function. The drink I'm about to share with you, which I call the Nighttime Nitric Oxide Elixir, combines 3 key ingredients that work synergistically to support blood flow, reduce oxidative stress, and activate the parasympathetic nervous system. It's tart cherry juice, a pinch of sea salt, and a small amount of raw honey, or a sugar-free alternative if you're managing blood sugar. And when prepared and consumed correctly, this simple beverage can transform your morning strength and overall vitality in ways that most prescription medications can't touch. So let me explain the science first, then I'll give you the exact recipe and protocol. Here's the truth. Your body performs critical maintenance and repair work while you sleep. During deep sleep, particularly during REM cycles, your brain sends signals to your pelvic region to increase blood flow. This creates what we call nocturnal penile tumescence, those automatic nighttime erections that happen 3 to 5 times per night. These aren't about arousal or dreams. They're about keeping your erectile tissue oxygenated, healthy, and functional. But this process requires 3 things. First, adequate nitric oxide production. Nitric oxide is the molecule that signals your blood vessels to relax and expand, allowing blood to flow freely. Second, low levels of inflammation and oxidative stress. Inflammation damages the endothelial lining of your blood vessels and interferes with nitric oxide signaling. Third, activation of your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest mode that allows your body to shift out of stress and into repair. When any of these 3 systems are compromised, your nighttime erections become weaker or disappear entirely, and that's a warning sign that your vascular health is declining. Now here's the key. Tart cherry juice is one of the most potent natural sources of compounds that support all 3 of these systems. It contains high levels of anthocyanins and polyphenols, plant compounds that have been shown in multiple studies to increase nitric oxide production, reduce inflammation, improve endothelial function, and support better sleep quality. Tart cherries are also rich in melatonin, a hormone that regulates your sleep-wake cycle and has antioxidant properties that protect your blood vessels from oxidative damage. The small amount of natural sugar in the juice, when combined with a pinch of sea salt, provides electrolytes and glucose that support cellular hydration and energy production overnight. And the raw honey, if you choose to add it, contains trace minerals, enzymes, and additional polyphenols that amplify the anti-inflammatory and circulation boosting effects. Think of your vascular system like a highway that needs overnight maintenance. During the day, it's handling constant traffic, deliveries, demands, but at night, the highway needs to be cleared so repair crews can fix damage, repave worn sections, and prepare for the next day. This drink is like calling in the best maintenance crew available and giving them the tools they need to do the job efficiently. Before we go any further, do me a favor. Hit that like button right now. Subscribe to the channel if you want more practical, science-backed strategies that actually improve your health. And drop a comment telling me where you're watching from. I read every comment, and it helps me understand who I'm serving and what content to create next. Now let's get into the exact recipe and protocol. And don't skip ahead. This is where most men make critical mistakes. They hear tart cherry juice and they go buy a bottle of cherry cocktail or cherry-flavored drink that's loaded with added sugar, artificial flavors, and almost no actual cherry content. That won't work. You need pure tart cherry juice, preferably organic, with no added sugars or preservatives. Tart cherry juice is more expensive than regular cherry juice because it's made from Montmorency cherries, a specific variety that's incredibly rich in the beneficial compounds we're after. You can find it at health food stores, better grocery stores, or online. Look for a bottle that says 100% tart cherry juice or tart cherry juice concentrate. If it's concentrate, you'll dilute it with water. If it's ready to drink, you'll use it straight. Now let me give you the exact recipe. You're going to pour 4 ounces of pure tart cherry juice into a glass. If you're using concentrate, mix 1 ounce of concentrate with 3 ounces of filtered water. Add a tiny pinch of high-quality sea salt, about 1/8 of a teaspoon. The salt provides electrolytes, sodium, potassium, and magnesium that support cellular hydration and nerve function overnight. If you want to add a touch of sweetness, stir in 1 teaspoon of raw, unfiltered honey. Raw honey contains enzymes and trace nutrients that processed honey doesn't have. If you're diabetic or managing blood sugar carefully, skip the honey or use a small amount of stevia instead. Stir everything together. That's your nighttime nitric oxide elixir. Now this part is huge. Timing is everything. You're going to drink this beverage 30 to 60 minutes before you get into bed. Not right before you lie down because you don't want a full bladder waking you up in the middle of the night. And not too early because you want the compounds to be active in your system during your deep sleep cycles. 30 to 60 minutes is the sweet spot. Drink it slowly. Don't chug it. Let your body absorb it gradually. After you drink it, you're going to do a simple 10-minute wind-down routine. Dim the lights, avoid screens, maybe do some light stretching, read a book, or practice slow breathing. This prepares your body to shift into parasympathetic mode. Then, when you do lie down, your vascular system is primed, your nitric oxide pathways are activated, and your body is ready to perform its overnight maintenance. You do this every single night for at least 14 to 21 days. Consistency is critical. Your body doesn't respond to one-time efforts. It responds to patterns. When you drink this elixir every night, you're training your vascular system to function optimally during sleep, and the benefits compound quickly. And that brings us to the most important part. Let me give you a detailed timeline so you know exactly what to expect and when. Night 1, you prepare the drink for the first time. It tastes tart, slightly sweet if you added honey, and earthy from the sea salt. You drink it slowly, do your wind-down routine, and go to bed. You might not notice anything dramatic the first night. That's normal. Your body is absorbing the nutrients and beginning to respond. Night 2 and 3, you're establishing the routine. You might notice that you're falling asleep a little faster. Your sleep feels slightly deeper. This is the melatonin in the tart cherry juice working on your circadian rhythm. Night 4 to 6, some men start noticing subtle improvements. You wake up feeling more rested. Your energy in the morning is better. You might have a partial morning erection, or if you haven't had one in months, you might feel a slight firmness. These are early signs that your nitric oxide production is increasing and your circulation is improving. Night 7 to 10, this is where most men have their breakthrough. You wake up with a strong, firm morning erection. Maybe it lasts a few minutes, maybe longer. Either way, it's proof that your vascular system is responding to the nightly support. Your hands and feet might feel warmer. Your recovery from workouts might be faster. Your mood might be more stable. Night 11 to 14, the results become consistent. Morning erections are happening 3, 4, 5 times a week. You're waking up feeling strong, confident, and ready. Your overall energy throughout the day is better because your sleep quality has improved. Night 15 to 21, this is your new baseline. The nighttime nitric oxide elixir is part of your routine, as automatic as brushing your teeth. Your vascular health has measurably improved. Your body is performing its overnight maintenance efficiently, and you feel like a version of yourself you thought was gone forever. But let me tell you where men sabotage their results, because I've seen these mistakes destroy progress over and over. First mistake, they buy the wrong kind of cherry juice. They grab a bottle of cherry cocktail or regular sweet cherry juice because it's cheaper. Sweet cherries don't have the same concentration of anthocyanins and polyphenols that tart cherries do. You need Montmorency tart cherry juice. It's more expensive, but it's worth it. Don't cut corners here. Second mistake, they add way too much honey or use regular processed honey. If you're adding 3 or 4 teaspoons of honey, you're spiking your blood sugar before bed, which completely defeats the purpose. 1 teaspoon of raw honey is enough, or skip it entirely if you're managing diabetes or insulin resistance. Third mistake, they drink it right before lying down. Then they wake up at 2 a.m. needing to urinate, their sleep is disrupted, and they blame the drink. Drink it 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Give your body time to process the liquid. Fourth mistake, they skip the sea salt. They think salt is bad or unnecessary, but a tiny pinch of high-quality sea salt provides critical electrolytes that support overnight cellular function and hydration. Don't skip it. Fifth mistake, they only do it for a few nights, don't see instant results, and quit. This is a cumulative process. You need at least 7 to 10 nights to start seeing real changes. Most men see their best results between day 14 and 21. Commit to the full protocol. Sixth mistake, they continue eating a terrible dinner right before bed. They drink the elixir at 9 p.m., then eat a bowl of ice cream or a bag of chips at 10 p.m. You can't out-supplement a bad diet. If you're eating late-night junk food, you're sabotaging your overnight blood flow no matter what you drink. Have a light early dinner, then the elixir, then nothing else except water until morning. Now let's talk about safety, because there are some situations where you need to be cautious or modify this protocol. First, if you have gout or a history of high uric acid, tart cherry juice can actually be beneficial because it's been shown to lower uric acid levels, but you should still check with your doctor before adding it to your routine, especially if you're on medications. Second, if you're on blood thinners like warfarin or aspirin, tart cherry juice has mild blood thinning properties. It's generally safe, but you need to inform your doctor and possibly monitor your INR levels more closely. Third, if you have diabetes or insulin resistance, be very cautious with the honey. Use stevia instead, or skip the sweetener entirely. The tart cherry juice does contain natural sugars, but it also has fiber and polyphenols that moderate the blood sugar response. Still, monitor your morning fasting glucose to make sure it's not spiking. Fourth, if you have kidney disease or are on a potassium-restricted diet, tart cherry juice is high in potassium. You need to calculate it into your daily potassium allowance and consult with your nephrologist. Fifth, if you have a sensitive bladder or nocturia, waking up multiple times to urinate, you might need to reduce the volume. Instead of 4 ounces, try 2 ounces of juice mixed with 1 ounce of water and drink it a full 60 minutes before bed. And sixth, if you're allergic to cherries or stone fruits, obviously don't use this protocol. For the vast majority of men, this drink is safe, natural, and highly effective. But if you have any of the conditions I mentioned, get medical clearance first. And if you're sensitive or uncertain, start small. Try 2 ounces of juice for the first few nights and see how your body responds. You can always increase the amount once you know you tolerate it well. Let me tell you about a patient who transformed his life with this exact protocol. His name was Leonard, 67 years old. He'd been struggling with weak erections for over 3 years, no morning strength, low energy, poor sleep quality. He'd tried medications, but they gave him headaches and only worked about half the time. He felt defeated. He came to me asking if there was anything natural he could try before giving up entirely. I taught him the nighttime nitric oxide elixir protocol. I explained the science, gave him the exact recipe, and told him to commit to 21 nights. He was skeptical, but he agreed. He bought a bottle of organic tart cherry juice concentrate, some raw honey, and high-quality sea salt. Every night, 30 minutes before bed, he prepared the drink and consumed it slowly. He dimmed the lights, avoided his phone, and focused on winding down. Within 1 week, he told me he was sleeping deeper than he had in years. Within 10 days, he woke up with his first morning erection in over 3 years. By day 21, he was waking up strong 4 to 5 times a week. His energy during the day was better. His mood improved. His wife noticed the change, and their intimacy improved. He came back to see me after a month and said, "I can't believe something this simple worked when everything else failed. I thought I needed expensive treatments or complicated protocols, but all I needed was the right drink at the right time." That's the power of understanding your body's natural rhythms and supporting them with targeted nutrition. You're not overriding your biology, you're enhancing it. And when you do, your body responds. Here's something else you need to understand. This drink works even better when you combine it with other circulation-supporting habits. Avoid eating heavy meals within 3 hours of bedtime. Large, carb-heavy dinners spike your insulin and keep your body in fed mode instead of repair mode. Stay hydrated throughout the day, but taper off fluids 2 hours before bed so you're not waking up to urinate. Get at least 20 to 30 minutes of physical activity during the day, preferably in the morning or early afternoon. Exercise boosts nitric oxide production and improves sleep quality. Manage your stress with breath work, meditation, or simply setting boundaries in your life. Chronic stress depletes nitric oxide and keeps your sympathetic nervous system activated, which prevents overnight repair. And prioritize sleep hygiene. Keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. Avoid screens at least 1 hour before bed. The blue light from phones, tablets, and TVs suppresses melatonin production and disrupts your circadian rhythm. Establish a consistent sleep schedule, going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Your body thrives on routine. When you combine the nighttime nitric oxide elixir with these other habits, you're creating a comprehensive protocol for vascular health and sexual function that addresses the root causes, not just the symptoms. Everything works together. Each positive habit amplifies the others. And the cumulative effect is a level of vitality and performance that most men your age think is impossible. Let me also explain the deeper mechanisms at play here. The anthocyanins in tart cherry juice are powerful antioxidants that neutralize free radicals and reduce oxidative stress. Oxidative stress damages the endothelial cells that line your blood vessels and produce nitric oxide. When you reduce oxidative stress, your endothelial cells function better, produce more nitric oxide, and your blood vessels stay flexible and responsive. The polyphenols in tart cherries activate an enzyme called endothelial nitric oxide synthase, or ENOS. This is the enzyme responsible for producing nitric oxide in your vascular system. When ENOS is activated, nitric oxide production goes up. Blood vessels relax, blood flow increases, erections get stronger. The melatonin in tart cherries not only supports better sleep, it also acts as a signaling molecule that coordinates your circadian rhythm and supports the timing of nocturnal erections. Studies have shown that men with low melatonin levels have fewer and weaker nighttime erections. By supplementing with melatonin-rich tart cherry juice, you're supporting your body's natural erectile maintenance program. The electrolytes from the sea salt support cellular hydration and nerve function. Proper hydration is critical for blood volume and circulation. If you're even mildly dehydrated, your blood becomes thicker, your heart has to work harder, and circulation to your extremities, including your pelvic region, decreases. The small amount of natural sugar provides glucose that your brain and cells need for overnight function without spiking insulin the way a large carbohydrate load would. And the raw honey, if you include it, provides trace minerals like zinc and selenium, both of which are important for testosterone production and prostate health. Think of it like charging a battery overnight. Your vascular system is the battery. During the day, it's being drained by activity, stress, and demands. At night, it needs to recharge. The nighttime nitric oxide elixir provides the electrical current, the nutrients and compounds that allow the battery to fully recharge so you wake up at full capacity. Let me give you one more patient story to illustrate this. His name was Raymond, 58 years old. He worked night shifts as a security supervisor, which meant his sleep schedule was completely disrupted. He'd sleep during the day, work at night, and his body never knew what time it was. His circadian rhythm was destroyed. He had no morning erections. His energy was terrible. His mood was depressed. He came to me desperate for help. I explained that his shift work was wreaking havoc on his hormones, his sleep quality, and his vascular health. I couldn't change his work schedule, but I could help him optimize what he controlled. I taught him the nighttime nitric oxide elixir protocol, adjusted for his schedule. Instead of drinking it before traditional nighttime, he drank it 30 minutes before he went to sleep during the day. He created a dark, cool sleep environment with blackout curtains and white noise. He took the elixir, did his wind-down routine, and slept. Within 2 weeks, his sleep quality improved dramatically. Within 3 weeks, he started waking up mid-morning for him with erections. His energy improved. His mood stabilized. He told me, "I thought my shift work had permanently damaged my health. But by supporting my body with the right nutrients at the right time, even with a messed up schedule, I got results." That's a powerful lesson. You can't always control your circumstances, but you can optimize how you respond to them. The nighttime nitric oxide elixir is a tool that works regardless of your schedule, as long as you use it consistently before sleep. Here's the bottom line. If you want stronger morning erections, better circulation, deeper sleep, and more energy, start drinking the nighttime nitric oxide elixir tonight. 4 ounces of pure tart cherry juice, a pinch of sea salt, optional teaspoon of raw honey. Drink it 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Do your wind-down routine. Get quality sleep. Repeat every night for at least 14 to 21 days. This isn't a magic pill. This is strategic nutrient timing that supports your body's natural overnight repair and maintenance systems. And when you do it consistently, your body responds with the kind of vitality and performance you thought was gone forever. Now I want to hear from you. Drop a comment right now and tell me, what's your biggest challenge with morning strength and overnight recovery? Is it A, weak or absent morning erections? Is it B, poor sleep quality and waking up tired? Or is it C, low energy throughout the day despite getting enough sleep? Drop A, B, or C in the comments. I read every single one, and your feedback helps me create content that actually serves you. And if you found this helpful, share it with a friend, a brother, a father, someone who's dealing with the same struggles. We're building a community of men who refuse to accept decline, who take control of their health with knowledge and action, and who support each other. That's what real brotherhood looks like. Before I close, I want to challenge you. This isn't just about a bedtime drink. This is about understanding that your body has natural rhythms, repair systems, and maintenance programs that run automatically when you support them correctly. Most men over 50 are working against their biology instead of with it. They eat late, they sleep poorly, they're chronically stressed, they're nutrient deficient, and then they wonder why their bodies are failing. But you're not powerless. You have more control than you think. And it starts with simple strategic interventions like the nighttime nitric oxide elixir. This is proof that you don't need expensive treatments, complicated protocols, or prescription medications to see real improvement. You just need to give your body what it needs, when it needs it, and let it do what it's designed to do. If you want to keep learning, check out the next video where I break down the 3 worst sleeping positions that destroy circulation and sabotage your morning erections without you even realizing it. You're probably sleeping in one of them right now. Don't miss it. Gentlemen, your body is capable of incredible things at any age. You just have to support it correctly. The Nighttime Nitric Oxide Elixir is that support. Use it, trust the process, and I'll see you in the next one.